Hello there everyone, Ashnflash here, and welcome into a very different kind of video. I want to show you guys something. There's a little bit of an insight and maybe a potential tease of the future of CMF series and where I want to go. Every single year, I like to upgrade my style, alright? So, of course, as we started things off, when I was first making this series, I started off by actually having them just looking at you flat, and then I went into 3D. And I have a tutorial. I get a lot of questions all the time. Just search up Ashnflash tutorial. I'll link it at the end here. The audio and everything isn't the greatest, I'd say, but it's definitely worth checking out how I draw this series and everything. And then when I was getting close to 2020, I was thinking in my head, I'm like, I want to do something special. So when I was working on the Crisis on Infinite Earth series, I was like, you know what? I'm going to include Superman. I want to do something special. I want to try something new. If you saw from the thumbnail, I decided what I'd do is I would take a couple of the parts and different things from Superman, and I put him together like this here that you see in front of you. So I posed him in different ways, and then I actually took the picture, and then I also took the picture with him with these legs here, and I merged the two photos together. And then what I did from there was I actually went ahead and I drew the same sort of style and everything that I would normally do for the CMF series, but then I put the Kingdom Come face that I made for it on top of this blank head here, as well as the new logo, and I changed the belt color and different things like that. And then I also did the underwear and everything for the actual leg printing and everything, so I did change it. Now this was really scrapped because I couldn't do the whole series that way, unfortunately, and I'm going to talk about a few reasons why it can't work, and I'll show you it on screen now, and I'll actually move this to the left so that I can put the other one next to it. But you'll see on screen why I can't actually do that, and specifically, the face printing was really hard because this does create shadows and different things, and of course, depending on the lighting, I can change that a little bit, but it just, there is a gloss and everything, so the printing on it doesn't necessarily work. It's hard to apply. See how there's still brightness and different things everywhere else, so it's a very difficult process to actually do that with. And the other thing that I was thinking is specifically one piece that I really love using right now has been the new hood piece, of course, from the Star Wars wave, and I can't use that hood piece for real life because you can't change the colors, or at least not with my limited skills. It's really difficult to change the color of dark materials into, let's say, a purple for Raven most recently, or different things like that. Even making it white, like, that would just be so difficult. I don't know how to do any of that. And then the other thing as well, which to me seems the most difficult, would be anytime that I need to create a new mold, I would have absolutely no idea where to even begin to make a mold, a new piece like that, look realistic to match with the rest of the body and different things like that here. So that's a couple of different things, but I would like to at some point, this is the end game. I think this is where I'm building up towards, is making it look so realistic like this. But I do really like the black lines. I was actually looking at the instructions on the back of the DC CMF series checklist, and they have, like, where it's just like, oh, this is how you put a cape on, this is what you do with the lantern piece, or building cotton candy for Joker. And it's cool to see that those are actually illustrated. Those aren't like, it's just like the instructions, right? They have a black line on it, which to me is kind of validation to what I'm doing. But it also, I think the black lines, if I do go to this step, I feel like any video that I put out with a figure like that, the question will always be, where can I buy this, where can I buy this, which is something that I get now, which to me is crazy, since you could see the 20 pixel wide black line on every single minifigure. So to me, it's kind of like, if I do that as well, I'm gonna get non-stop with those comments, even though every single time I say this is a custom series, I drew this, I did that, yada yada yada. But anyways, everyone, I just wanted to do this video since yesterday, of course, we did have a CMF series, and that's actually really where the stance actually came from. I traced this stance from the Superman for the Kingdom Come one from the Crisis on Infinite Earth series, and then of course I used it yesterday for the first appearance Superman. So yeah, check that out. I'll link all three of the videos that I talked about in here at the end here, so check those out. They're really interesting, but I just want to give you this sort of update, and I wanted to get some feedback. Maybe there's some really talented people out there on Photoshop that would have some insight or different things onto that sort of stuff that I was talking about, but I hope that you did enjoy enjoyed this video, and I hope that you all have a great day. I will see you all in the next one.